Welcome to the last Bayview One reveal, and it's the most important room of the home, our primary suite.
One of our favourite things about the primary suite, or for the home for that matter, is the raked ceiling and the pitched roof in our master bedroom.
Just the sheer volume that it gives over just a standard flat ceiling, either being 2400 or 2700. That pitch just gives a huge immense of volume within the bedroom.
Yeah, we opted for no downlights within that space, and instead we place this beautiful Anna Charlesworth pendant in the middle of the room, which really draws your eye up and gives you that sense of volume and space within the room.
Yeah, the pendant's not your typical pendant that will light up the space. Like the lighting source is from the top, so it basically bounces light up onto the rake ceiling and illuminates the room. So Alyssa and I decided early on that we didn't want a bedhead. So what we came up with was finishing the plaster at a certain height and then installing a beautiful black butt timber along the wall.
Yeah, just above that we mounted two really cute sconces from Mars Designs. They're this beautiful ceramic finish, and then we paired them with a rose pink marble sculptural bedside from Engold.
So at the end of the bed, we've created another little sitting area.
Yeah, we like creating a little chair moment if we can in a primary suite. So we've got this nice occasional chair, vintage floor lamp, and a little side table, which is a wrought iron table from Rachel Donath. Across the way, we placed our leather Chesterfield, which we've had for forever. And then we've just paired that with a beautiful leaning mirror, which a floor standing mirror is a great way to sort of bounce light around the room as well.
On that upper level in the main kids breakout space, we also carried the timber down through the hallway into our primary suite.
Yeah, it enabled us to ground the space with a beautiful dusty pink armadillo rug, and then we just layered that up with some nice sort of fresh white linen and natural linen colours.
We want it to be relaxed. We're not the type of couple that we're going to be ironing our bed, every day. So we just wanted that really soft, relaxed feel. Alyssa's got a lot of clothes and a lot of shoes and bags and etc. So we gave Alyssa her own wardrobe in a separate room.
Plus you hate the fact that I leave my clothes on the floor.
I wasn't going to say that, but that's great. But it enabled us to, give her a lot of storage, lots of shoe storage, break out that full height hanging, the 3/4 hanging, and just really organize that robe for more of the dresses and clothes and all those sorts of things. So I put my robe into the actual ensuite. So as you walk into our ensuite, I've just got floor to ceiling, a long run of cabinetry, which is my robes, and then just generally lots of drawer storage. As it is in with the bathroom, it's a long, narrow room. So to keep the room feeling quite large, we didn't want any large vanity. So we've gone for a wall-mounted stone vanity. So what that gives us is just that extra space underneath that typically, if we had a vanity, it would close it down and make the room feel really skinny. Tonally, we wanted the bench top to look the same as the tile. So we have used a slab format of the same stone from Artodomus, the natural stone, and it just created that seamless finish off the wall into the vanity, which was a really nice touch. Along our travels, we've spent a lot of time in Japan, and what we love about Japan or Japanese bathrooms are their wet rooms. By having the freestanding bath within that space, it just feels like a really tranquil room. Having that step up enabled us to have a little sensor light as well. So if one of us got up late at night and we didn't want to turn the light on and wake the other person, we do have that sensor. So as we walk into the room, just that low level LED light, turns on and just gives us enough light to be able to use the vanity or the toilet. I'm currently standing on the area just where the toilet is, and then we've got to step up into our wet room. But let's talk about what's happening up here. So we're going to have a large freestanding bath here.
with a beautiful Sussex spout mixer and a hand shower that we can, it just helps with cleaning the bath, but also if the kids are washing their hair, if they venture in here, which they always do. We'll have a Sussex rain shower here and then a duo rain shower here. So it's a really, really good space. I've found in a lot of designs when they do a wet room and a bath and a shower, it's actually quite tight. So we've made sure that we're giving the bath quite a lot of space to breathe and not be pushed up against the wall, but then also giving this shower area a good metre wide space. So, we've got plenty of room up here.
In the primary ensuite, we upped the level of tile in terms of we didn't use a porcelain, we went to a natural marble tile. The finish that we used on it is an acid etch finish. So the acid etch finish gives it a good slip rating, but also helps hide any etching or any marking that typically a soft marble gets. So the acid etch just gives it a little bit of texture and movement as well. So we used that marble on the floor, and then to finish off the rest of the wet room, we used a different Japanese mosaic from Arte Domus.
So I know that we're in Queensland, but there is those few weeks a year that I love to have heated floors. It's nice on the foot in winter time, but it does also help dry out the space. We've got good ventilation from the windows, we've got a good extractor, but heated floors really do help dry the space out. And as you can see, the low voltage cable has been laid on top of the waterproofing, and now the tile bedding will go over the top of that, and then the tile obviously over the tile bedding. It doesn't look like much, but the amount of heat that radiates through the floor is truly amazing.
I'll start, you finish, because I'm hopeless at finishing stuff.
Okay.
Thanks so much for joining us for all of our Bayview One home reveals. We've thoroughly enjoyed sharing our home and interior spaces and family with you guys. We hope you've enjoyed it too. We can't wait for what's next. I'm sure there will be another project, whether it's a renovation or a build, but for the interim, we'll be enjoying our beautiful home.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a journey, but we've loved every part of the process of specifying, designing, building a completely new home.
Yeah, it's different from what we normally do. I mean, obviously we renovate for a living and renovations is our bread and butter. So building from the ground up and building new has been, definitely different, but fun and enjoyable.
Fun. So I hope you guys took something away from our journey. Keep up to date with all of our socials and all of our projects that are going on at the moment, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you all soon.